Right, so I have returned today to do something a little bit different. Something I didn't actually have planned since the day I found out, oh, Netflix has taken this anime. And that is... YouTube just kicked in. Cool, but good. Yeah, so I have been playing this ever since it basically got announced that Netflix will take up Fate Apocrypha. I think it's Apocrypha. I think it's Apocrypha, something like that. It's really weird. It's a really weird name to pronounce. But yes, Netflix has taken it, so I thought to myself, you know what, let's cover the manga instead, because there actually is one. And long and behold, I am here today to cover said manga. And yes, I'm covering chapters 0 and 1, because 0 is only 8 pages long, while 1's 59 pages long. So that's how I'm doing things. Yeah, I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I swear that's A2 from Nier Automata. I was like, yep, I'm grabbing that. Because sometimes they label these just as, oh, anime, blonde, and swords. You're like, is that A2 from Nier Automata? You actually have to kind of say to yourself, oh, is it or isn't it? But it was, so I was like, nah, it's A2. But yeah, the A2 wallpaper's amazing. Hold on. These things tend to kind of be an inconvenience all the time, the updates on Mac. Like, oh yeah, do you want to update, like, right now? It's like, no, I do not. Of course I don't. I'm doing something, Mac. Oh my god, it's hot today in England as well. I shut my window as well. A2 is always amazing. Let's actually consult the Google Translate, because the Google Translate always helps me how to translate or say words sometimes. Apocrypha. I know how to spell it off by heart. Oh no, I don't know how to spell it off by heart anymore. So I know how to spell his name off by heart. The amount of times I actually had to type it in. I don't. I spelled it wrong. Apocrypha. It's Apocrypha. Oh, you know something? I've actually seen it. I didn't watch the whole entire thing, but I know of it. I saw the concert reading. It was actually amazing. I saw like the first, I think it was like 50 minutes, I think. But man, oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Right, what am I doing? I need to sort my tabs out. My tabs are going nuts. It's Apocrypha. Apocrypha is how you pronounce that word correctly, I think. If Google says it's correct, it's correct. Also need to finish the other 3 endings of what's it called, of Nier Automata as well. Like, because I've got 2B's ending, but I was like, well, freaking hell, there's actually about 4 more endings. Holy crap! And I was like, Christ. Well, let's go for this. But I never actually finished the whole entire thing yet. It's like freakishly long. I was like, one day I will do it. It's up to Persona 5. I have to sit down one day and devote my life to it. Same thing with Zelda Breath of the Wild. I have to just devote my life to it completely. Which is gonna be one of those days which I will probably do it. I'll be like, by the end of it, I'll be like, oh my god, that is what life is. Nah, I know I know it's worth it, because I've seen people talk about like the other endings. I was like, wow, because I got to the boss. I've got to the it's the boss that you fight inside like the concert hall in the as 2B, but you're doing it as 9S, and the actual way it like kind of transforms the whole entire boss battle is so freaking amazing. I was like, oh my god, because in the first playthrough you're like, what the frick is going on here? And in the second playthrough you're like, oh, so that's what's going on. Oh, it makes sense now. It's like you get the little tidbits in 2B's story, but you don't really get the whole entire thing. And 9S's story is just all like, yeah, this is everything that's been going down in the background. So it's like, whew. All right. I was taken by surprise how much. I was like, woof, god damn. But man, oh man. Okay, so let's start chapter 0 of Fate Apocrypha. That's how you pronounce the word correctly. I did it. I'm gonna go home today and actually sleep soundly, knowing I spelt that goddamn name wrong. Goddamn name wrong? Goddamn name right. It's true. Now, I've done the Monogatari. I've done the whole entirety of JoJo. I haven't done Monogatari. Monogatari is impossible. It's ones you also got to devote your life to, because you got to sit there and pay attention to every single subtitle and frame. Otherwise, you just lose everything in the whole entire scene. But yeah, I've done JoJo. JoJo was like, that was an experience. Like if someone tells me what was probably one of the most weirdest experiences you have ever done in your lifetime, I'd be like, you know what? Doing a whole entirety of JoJo in 2 days. That was an experience and a half that I'll probably never forget. Just for the sole reason I was just like, by the end of it, I was like, wow, whoa. I was like, that's a lot of JoJo, and I actually finished it an hour before part 4 started. So I actually had an entire like 2 days of just JoJo in my head. It's all it was, just JoJo. It's a JoJo hype train. Please car's going past as well. Come on, please car. But yeah, anyway. Oh come on, please car, go past you nut job. Go past. There we go. Right, so, chapter 0. So, the Holy Grail War. 7 servants summoned forth by 7 masters battle to the death. In a battle to obtain that which can grant any wish, the Holy Grail. But, this rule has been broken, and the Apocrypha has occurred. I did like 70-75 episodes in 2 days. I think by the end of it, I was literally going nuts. I was just, whenever we went to JoJo, I was going, oh no, I was going, oh no. It's like 1 in the morning, just me going nuts over JoJo. Though episode 48 of part 3 was freaking phenomenal. When you're about to pass out, that episode is so freaking amazing. Just, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It gets you every single time. Damn it. What are you doing that for? Damn adverts. The Grail was stolen from Kyoto and far away in Romania. 15 servants have been summoned, obeying them the black servants, opposing them the red servants. And thanks minicabit.com and Ruler. It is, and once you're doing it in like next to no time, it's like an experience even more. That's how I've always seen the actual whole entire show. It's just like it's probably like one of those shows you never forget if you watch it in such like a short space of time. Lancer, assassin, there we go. Rider, berserker, archer, caster, saber. You heroes who have gathered here today, this will be no ordinary Holy Grail war. This shall be a great battle between you 2 factions of 7. And as ruler, I, Joan d'Arc, Joan d'Arc, say that's her name, Jean d'Arc, shall be the mediator of this battle. And now the curtains rise on the Holy Grail war. Oh, all right. I would say read part 3 instead of watching it, because the pacing's a little bit better in the manga than it is in the anime. There's a lot of like episodes you're like, oh well, that was kind of like eh. I would always say watch part 1, 2, read part 3, watch part 4. That's how I do it. Yeah, it's just like it's an alternate. I think it's an alternate reality of Fate's Stay Night, I believe. I think it's where the Holy Grail got stolen, and then it's like the alternate reality or something. Yeah, alternate universe. That's the one. Same thing. Oh, it's gone straight to chapter 2, hasn't it? Because chapter 1's beneath it. Don't know why it does that. So, but apparently it starts at the bottom all the time now as well. So, Fate Apocrypha. Colour pages, yo! Got those colour pages today. Thank you for waiting. The strongest long-awaited new serialization majestically starts. I hate Battlefield sometimes, it's really freaking slow. Right, so, here I go, Saber of Black. Come, Saber of Rot. TL note, rot means red in German. Now we know. It's actually infuriating how it starts at the bottom every single time now. I think it's 7 pages and it just goes back to the top. So rebellion against Clarent. Phantasmal Greatsword Baal. My beautiful father, Blood Arthur. Feeling of the Sky Demon, Mung. This is some great things. Though I'm kind of fearing that A1 Pictures might muck up this. Because I don't think A1 Pictures should take the show on. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird, thing for A1 Pictures to take on because, I mean, they do some good looking shows, don't get me wrong, it's like a very few and far between kind of thing. But, I don't know. It is quite minimal. That kind of, it's that kind of minimal, it's not so bad, but it's kind of alright at the same time, like, kind of thing. It's like what Overlord was for a bit, and then it kind of got really good towards the middle. There. The Holy Grail War. The battle for the Holy Grail, an omnipotent device said to be capable of granting any wish. When it was spoken of with the preface Fuyuki, it refers to the extremely unique war in which heroic spirits are summoned as servants by Magi, those who protect their hidden mysteries, to fight and kill each other until only one servant is left. Oh yeah, Shaft's actually doing that show in the winter, aren't they? Completely forgot. I was like, yeah, because they announced a bunch of like spin-off series. I was like, wow, they're doing quite a lot of Fates. Because I remember there's only ever been Fate's Day Night, which was like the OG version, the 2006 version, I think it was. That's when it came out. And then you've got the Fate Zero, and you've got Fate's Day Night Ultimate Blade Works, and you've got the, is it Fate Go? I think it is, isn't it? After that point, I think it's the only one. I think that's. Oh no, it was that. There was another one in between, wasn't there? I'm forgetting the name of. There was another one in between. It's called one episode OVA. Can't remember the name of it right now, but it was one in between every single other series. If you also count Carnival Phantasma, I think it was called as well, as an offshoot, if you want to. Partly because the surveillance of the Mages Association was lax for this small Oriental nation, the Holy Grail War caught little attention among Magi until its third ritual. However, in the Third Holy Grail War, which was held shortly before the outbreak of World War II, several nations intervened, perhaps influenced by the trend of the times. Taking advantage of the abnormal situation, information on the system of the Holy Grail War was spread to the Magi throughout the world. Amidst their surprise, Magi began to try copying the Fuyuki Holy Grail War. Such was a testament to how exceptional the system built by the 3 founding families. Here we go. Tosaka. God damn, the second names are really freaking hard to pronounce. Einzebern and Makairi. Thank you for the last name, that actually not being so complicated as the first two, was as a ritual. But for the past 60 years, the Holy Grail War in Fuyuki has not been held. Currently, variations of the Holy Grail ritual are being held everywhere throughout the world. They all are small scale and some of 5 heroic spirits at most. Even when the ritual is completed, none of them have ever achieved a true omnipotent or wish-granting device. That's only natural. There's no way any of them could have succeeded. Oh, wide open vistas. After all, the Magi conducting variations of the Holy Grail ritual lack the core of the Fuyuki Holy Grail War, and that is the Greater Grail. Dun dun dun. Dun dun freaking dun. I'd imagine one day we'll wake up and the news breaks every single light novel is actually taking place in the exact same universe, and it's all just been a shared universe this whole entire time. And it's just one of those things that we just be like, what the freaking hell happened? Like, what? Like, just our brains will literally just melt. Like, we just realise, oh, so Monogatari is taking the same place as Overlord is taking place in as well. Oh my freaking god. It's gonna happen one day, you'll see. It's all been a shared universe this whole entire time. In the Fuyuki Holy Grail War, the core of the ritual, the Greater Grail, is embedded into the ley lines of the land, which allows prana to be infused into the Lesser Grail, which the participants of the Holy Grail War compete for. The Magi who attempt to copy the Holy Grail War can only prepare the Lesser Grail. Truly, what a bunch of worthless fakers. The Holy Grail War is different then. Of course, my liege. Isn't Fake Lead that one manga where the girls kiss all the time? That's how I always known it. Well, I know the anime by that. I remember watching some of it. I was like, well, it was actually pretty alright. And I just got that one episode when the girl just kisses the other girl. I was like, wait, what? I was like, when did this come from? Alright, I wasn't expecting this. I was taken by surprise. But I do remember people did say the manga's way better because they mucked up one of the fights between what was it? It was the fight in the last third season that it kind of all got mucked up and everyone was really pissed off because the animation was really freaking awful. I was like, oh. There is a Greater Grail in this land. The Greater Grail that I personally stole from Fuyuki 60 years ago. I mean, Silverling are kind of like that sometimes, though. Like, I can't remember the last... There's been a couple of shows I was like, wow, they've changed quite a bit here. I mean, they improved Chaos Head, though. That's the one thing they did pretty freaking good. They actually improved Chaos Head. Wow. The manga's way lewder. Great. I read the NTR manga a bit more today. I was like, fracking hell. I was like, the people, when they freaking hell, what was that? Like, when they watch the anime, holy crap, that's going to be an experience. God damn, by the end of it, I was like, this is next level. But I don't know. Like, so whenever you watch the NTR, the anime, it's gonna be an experience. I participated as a master in the Third Fuyuki Holy War. The Holy Grail was itself undecided. Oh, the Holy Grail War itself ended undecided due to the Lesser Grail being lost partway through. However, I learned of the Greater Grail's existence by chance and stole it. I borrowed the organization power of Nazi Germany, which I was affiliated with at the time. Then, using the chaos of World War II, freaking god damn it, this ride is annoying me now. There we go. It's gone. But yeah, if you read that, you will literally be in for an experience. Because it's just, oh boy, it goes places. Like, real quick as well. It kind of goes like that, and then you're like, oh. That was anticlimactic. So then, using the chaos of World War II, I hid the Greater Grail from the Nazis as well. And connected it to the ley lines of this land. Try first the stronghold of... Wow, okay. Hold up a second here. Let's go English to English. Man's got to be prepared when it comes to these kind of words. YGGDMILLENIA. Igmalinia. Igmalinia. That's how you pronounce it. Igmalinia. Apparently, according to Google Translate, it actually is. I was surprised. It probably really actually is just consonants thrown together, but it's like Igmalinia. It's something like that. Like it's around those lines. I read the last bit on that one, didn't I? Yeah, sweet. It's me. Oh, my. If it isn't the Dean of the Summary Department, Belfagan Donna, how may I help you? Don't play dumb. You know why I called. There's a limit to how long I can keep things in check with my influence. You can still make it in time if you give up now. Those words are quite trite, but I'll return them right back to you. You can still make it in time if you give up now. Have you managed to finish preparing the association surrendered to us? Yeah, it's a weird word. Apparently, according to Google Translate, it's like Yig the millionaire. That's how it's pronounced. I was like, well, go by that, I guess. It might be completely incorrect, but it might be right. Give a benefit of the doubt this time. Are you serious about this? It's a bit late to ask that now. We're the ones who declared war. We're the ones who declared war. We're the ones who declared war. You regret this. Darnick, pressed on Yig the millionaire. Like they really do like throwing those words at you, don't they? Let's each do our best so that doesn't happen to either of us, that is. So that is what you call a telephone. How interesting. Quite. It's convenient, and it's made the world more complicated. The call just now seems to have been the final warning from the organisation I once belonged to, the Majors Association. In order to get rid of the rebel clan Yig the Millionaire, cleaners magi specialised in combat have invaded this land. Yes, they are already trespassing on your domain, my liege. Therefore, you're being too long-winded. Magus, bear your own position in mind. Oh. I'm a servant. Give me an order, master. He looks cool. He looks pretty freaking cool. Get rid of the invaders, Lancer. Understood. However, enter. Upon our intrusion, alright, here we go. This is some long-winded stuff now. So we've got Gordis, Music, yeah, Yig the Millionaire, we know that one. Rochefran, that word. Clenike, God damn, these words get complicated after a while, don't they? It's like they put a mass amount of words on a dartboard and just went. Psh. It's like that's the word we're going to use for that one. So it's Clenike Isokole. Klaus Forveg. Floor Forveg. It's something along those lines. Thank you all for coming. Masters bearing the command spells of our Yig the Millionaire clan. They are literally throwing those words at you constantly just to throw you off. Henceforth, you're all going to throw yourselves into a harsh battle as masters. But before that, have a look at the fragment of the power possessed by the servants you will summon. Ooh, some power there, bruh. That is some power. At least it's a long chapter, but it's kind of a bit lax when it comes to wording. And she goes freaking long ass words like Yig the Millionaire, like every single 5 seconds. It's like, yeah, thanks for that, guys. Thank you. So I'm pretty damn sure they could just literally throw a dart at a board and figure out the words through that. I'm doubly sure of that. Even the bounded fields, non-defense golems are much threat. Yeah, what a letdown. A group of this level defeated? Insolent fools. With those permission, with whose permission do you stand there? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, whenever I get to the anime, it's gonna be like, guys, can we like stop using this goddamn word for 5 seconds? Because I'm literally gonna pass out and trying to like pronounce this word. That's what I would have been like. I would be like, God, boy, please. What's a better word than Yik the Millionaire? Like every single 5 seconds to use. It's like, so, are you from Yik the Millionaire? It's like, yes. It's like, oh, so you are from Yik the Millionaire. It's like, after a while, we're like, I hate that word. Because after a while, you'd be able to say that word like a pro. Just say like 5 billion times. Oh, shit. Where do you think you are standing right now? Here, there, and over there? All of it, every last place is part of my domain. Oh. Oh. Oh, he ain't getting up off of that one. That is... I can't remember. There's always that one word in anime. You're like, how the frick do they pronounce that so well? Because I always get it because there's like, because I mean I don't know. There's words you're just like, how? he just cops in there on a massive pipe for his butt. God, that looks absolutely painful. Not gonna lie. It's put the obvious out there. That looks absolutely painful. Let's just get that one. It does kind of remind me of Vadian Pale, but on a bigger scale using goddamn magic. Like, freaking hell. Where did Kazuma from Noragami get here? He's just sitting there like, ha 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 ha. Look at that power. That kid with the smiling face is terrifying. Everyone knows that now. Like, when you see death like that, you smile like that, that's not to be trusted. It's probably like, when you're not looking, they will drive a pike through your butt as well. It must be that the Impaler's based off of. It makes sense if it is, because he just looks just like him as well. Like, the more you look at him. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool panel, actually. Death everywhere. Death everywhere. It actually literally looks like Vladdy Impaler. I mean, granted, people do take a bit of liberties when it comes to what he looks like, because there's like ones where he looks like he's, I don't know, it looks just like that, or he just looks completely like normal. Like it's weird because sometimes it's like different. Penetration works. God, it literally is ultimate penetration works. That's like one of those ones that you kind of just go, oh, that's where the budget went. Like, man, I want to see how they're gonna do that in the anime. Now that more I think about it, I want to know how to do half of JoJo Part 5 in the anime. God damn, it's like blood flying everywhere. Oh boy. And you're saying you let one of the invaders' magi return alive? That's right. I also hypnotized. Man, the first time I actually say that word correctly, I used it in the wrong context. Damn it. I hypnotized him to make him think that he managed to outwit us and deal us a blow in return. Why would you do that? Oh, you know, plot convenience. That's why. Just as you know, the Holy Grail War is a ritual that first activates upon a servants killing each other off. Boobs. But Darnik manipulated the structure of the Holy Grail War and succeeded in changing it, so that all 7 servants are gathered as a single force, serving our Yggdrasillian clan. I said it right. Mere humans magi cannot hope to match servants. They will serve as ample assets in our battle against the Mages Association. It went away for a bit. It has to come back when it needs to. It's quite a feat, don't you think? It's like that one bit in the film where you're like, oh, that's where the budget went. Like, it's the same thing that happened here. So that's where all the art went, just in that one panel. And it's like afterwards, like, oh, it's not as good anymore. What, are you dead? Are you already dead? How boring. Like I thought the golems I made can't match even slightly skilled magi, huh? Darnik succeeded in gathering 7 servants for our camp. However, to complete the ritual to activate the Holy Grail, we'll now have to defeat more than the fixed number of servants. So we'll have the major association some of the servants we need to defeat. We let the surviving magus leave, thinking that he unlocked a system to allow their side to summon servants. Magus. Foo. Ah, the ritual was amazing enough just by summoning 7 heroic spirits, but to think that I can't even speak anymore. But to think double that will be summoned, I'm so thrilled. I can't wait. Why are there rabbits in place of the O's? I'm just creeped out, man. Creeped out. Damn it. This is no longer a regular Holy Grail war, you think? 7 servants summoned by the association, 7 servants summoned by us. It's going to turn into a great war between these two camps. This gamble is far too dangerous, but callous. I'm relieved that I won't have to fight you, my younger brother. That's to realize that the dearest wish of our clan for Yggdraminia to prosper for 1,000 years, that much danger is unavoidable. At least that's what Grandfather Darnik must think. I also have the resolve to fight for the sake of granting my wish with the Holy Grail. Now then, everyone, place the catalyst they obtained on the altars. Did I say catalyst, didn't I? Yeah, cool. Just in case. I don't trust the little kid at all. I don't trust him. He's terrifying me. Now then, you may begin. Proud Magi of Yggdraminia. Let silver and steel be the essence. Let stone and archduke of contracts be the foundation. Let the black be the colour I pay tribute to. Let rise a wall against the wind that shall fall. Let the 4 cardinal gates close. Let the 3 forked road from the crown rotate. Full shut, full shut, full shut, full shut. Let each be turned over 5 times, simply breaking asunder the fulfilled time. Let it be declared now, your flesh shall serve under me, and my fate shall be with your sword. Hey, said the name. Let's go home. Submit to the beckoning of the Holy Grail. Answer if you would submit to this will and this truth. An oath shall be sworn here. I shall attain all virtues of heaven. I shall have dominion over all evils of hell. Yet you shall serve with your eyes clouded by chaos. For you would be one caged in madness. I shall wield your chains. For the servants heaven attained to from the 7th heaven, say the word. Attended to buy free great words of power come forth from the ring of restraint. I just trying to say all those words. Go, well, if I could say that word, that'd be freaking great. Like just mucking up every single other word, that'd be freaking phenomenal. It's like God damn you, why'd you do this to me now? Protector of the holy balance. That guy's getting into it a bit too much. So they've arrived. Yes, they are the heroic spirits who will serve under you, my liege. Caster. Archer. Well, he's a bit more beachy than he was in the original series. Jeez, Louise. That'd be my reaction if I saw that guy. Like, whoa! Where did you get so beachy? Berserker. Rider. Ooh. Saber. Ooh. According to the summons, we present ourselves. The servants of black. Our fate shall be with ignominiana, and our sword shall be with your swords. Okay. Okay. I guess because it's a different alternate reality, isn't it? Like they can just play around with what they want in this one. Is there actually any more off that point? Oh no, that's it. Oh, my nose is actually really freaking itchy after that. Oh. Well, okay. I've really not paid attention to much Fate since like Fate Stay Night back in like 2006, I think it was. Maybe 2009 I watched it, I can't even remember. Must say, it's pretty good. It's pretty alright. I mean, at least it's an alternate reality kind of thing, so you don't have to, so you just have to know like the bare basics to actually kind of get into this one, because it technically is a different reality to the original one, so it's not as complicated. But I mean, yeah, the cast of characters, they seem pretty interesting. Freaking hell, my nose is actually really itchy. Ugh, the weather is actually killing my nose. Yeah, so the actual cast of characters themselves are interesting. Like, some of them are kind of like you would see in this kind of thing. Like, it's not really out of the ordinary kind of DDO. Yeah, I need to actually sit down one day and actually complete Fate Zero. I need to do that one day. I mean, the actual kind of meat and potatoes of the actual thing in the servant, or like kind of the servants themselves, and they actually kind of seem a little bit more interesting than their counterparts. I mean, you got like Saber, who's a massive burly dude. It's like, whoa, all right. And Berserk is kind of different as well, which is actually kind of interesting. So I mean, maybe, just maybe, how it all kind of plays out might be a little bit more cooler than it was in the original one. Maybe, like it might actually turn to one of those series that actually might take people by surprise. Just for some reason, it could be a little bit more different to how you imagine it to be originally. Like it's not so cut and dry as it was in Fate Zero or something like that. It's kind of a little bit more like different, if you get what I mean. But yeah, I mean, if by chance good old Netflix simulcast the actual goddamn series, I probably will watch it, but I don't think I'll be able to because it's not really simulcast by Netflix. So probably just have to cover the manga from then on. But its manga does have extremely strange page lengths. Like, next chapter's 55 pages, the next chapter after that is 11. Kind of like, what the hell happened in between? I don't know, it's a bit weird. So yeah, I mean, the art itself is kind of one of those things I expected from this kind of like series, because it tends to kind of venture into pretty freaking great, into kind of territory. Like sometimes it happens with a lot of light novel adaptations that I read into manga. Like they tend to be kind of a little bit, sometimes hit and miss. Like just you get those panels which look freaking phenomenal. You're like, whoa, okay, and then you get the other ones that are like, now where do the other panels go? Bring those back. But yeah, I mean, it might be an interesting thing to see how this whole entire war plays out, because it's just a little bit more different to what we've seen beforehand. And my rusty knowledge of Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night, it's beginning to actually kind of bleed into this whole entire thing, because sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that's what happened in the original one, didn't it? I mean, I need to play the visual novel one day as well, because the visual novel seems a little bit more interesting instead of goddamn least. But yeah, I mean, I can't say it was a slow-paced one, because it is quite a fast-paced manga. Like even from the chapter 0-1, you can really just see it's like kind of relentlessly paced. It really kind of, it tends to dial down a lot of the dialogue, and that allows the actual kind of center point of the manga take center stage. It actually allows that to be the focal point. It's actually not so bad. It's what I quite like about it, because if it was a bit more wordy, I don't think it would kind of grab people's interest as much. But it's actually kind of less wordy, which is actually kind of alright. Though there is their fair bit of exposition, but it's kind of like counteracted by quite a little bit more like visual storytelling and stuff like that. So yeah, all in all, can't argue one bit. So yes, with all that said, I have indeed been a driver. If you have enjoyed this stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed it does me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here and you want to stay that little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does me quite a bit. But until next time, I shall see you guys later. Bye for now.